So we want a totally randomized thing to make it absolutely fair. The audience is chanting and all excited. Everything's building up, and so I say to them, proudly and boldly, everyone, take a card. And they're like anywhere from 6 to 12 to 15 people, and they're just like, wait, what? And then they get all excited and they don't even pause. They don't even wait a beat. They just go right at it. A card here, a couple here. I don't know, and I really don't care. I'm just letting this haphazard thing happen, and we're just going for it. One over here. Why not the top card? One over here. Who really cares? And let's say another one over here, and I don't know, one over here. How many cards we got? I want a good amount. Let's see. I'm not even gonna look at them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. Okay, there are literally 13 cards are selected and in the hands of spectators held individually by them. Now I'm going to go off each one because I know this is a unique thing, so I'll actually show each one as we go across. So hopefully you can see all of them as we go across to make sure that all of them were actually found. And then, mind you, again, each one is being held by the spectator. So, let me see if I can do a good display. Hopefully you can see all of them in there. So as we go along. So it's like, okay. And I should mention beforehand I have a prediction in my pocket, but we'll get to that later. For right now, we'll have the cards put back in different parts of the pack. That's one. Next person goes number 2. That's number 2. Number 3. We're only going a couple cards because we don't want to go all over the pack. 4. Okay, number 5. And notice how each card, I'm going a couple cards past, so we put them in dispersely different spots to make it absolutely fair that each one is truly getting lost inside there as we go along. So we're going to make it extra fair so everyone can see this as we go along, and we're just going to have some fun with it, okay? And a couple more nearly near the bottom of the pack, and we're not going to put it on bottom, but close to the bottom. So there we go. Through all this haphazard chaos, we have done it. 13 cards selected. And why would anyone do this? Lord really knows. The cards are mixed and they are cut. But I did say since the very beginning that I did have a couple cards in my back pocket, and I'll actually pull them out right now. Hopefully, and I want to be very clean about this, you can see all of them. When you need the rest of the pack, I'll push this aside. And I want to try to do this in one take. Hopefully I can do this. I'm not sure, but we'll try anyways. Everyone raise up their hands. Everyone would raise up their hands. This is kind of like a toss away deck effect. Here's what we're gonna do. As like you throw the deck out, someone peeks one and goes for it. So here's what we're gonna do. Everyone raise up their hands. Okay, everyone's gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is if I name your card, drop your hand. Okay. And I'm gonna do this in hopefully one breath. So. 5 of clubs, ace of spades, 3 of spades, 8 of hearts, king of clubs, 8 of clubs, 6 of clubs, 9 of hearts, king of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, 10 of spades, 6 of hearts, and the 4 of hearts? No? What was yours? I'm nearly running out of breath. Hurry. And they say 2 of spades? I can probably say, and take a breath, that we nailed them all. My name is Dan. That was F-It, and I thank you for your time. Hello everyone, Dan here with another effect of my main 15 routines. This one's a subsect of, well, it's like a two-parter, technically, but I'll do it in separate videos. So this is called F-It of my main set. This is the routine I do after I've exhausted most of my main routines and people just ask for one thing. More, more, more. It does not seem to be enough for them that I did my main set and they need one final thing that's just explosive. And I have yet to see an effect in my entire repertoire that can satisfy an encore as much as this one can, and this one's been a mainstay. I just created it when I was in a rush and I didn't know what else to do at that point because people kept asking for more, and this has been a mainstay ever since because it's just, well, it satisfies a need. So as usual, the cards are shuffled and start impromptu. Spec you can shuffle them, but because of coronavirus, Rona, whatever you want to call it, I'll just say coronavirus. But because of coronavirus, we can just shuffle them like that, okay? So here's what we do. We have the cards shuffled. They're cut, whatever. Now you say to spectators, and this is thoughtfully saying this, okay, you say how many people want to join me, and we're assuming anywhere from 8 to 12 people. Like, it could even be 5 people, but the more people this is, and the more people just want to be greedy, the better it is. Sounds terrible for a card trick plot, but here you go. Ready? You spread the cards and say, everyone have at it. Not great for coronavirus times, but let's say after post-coronavirus, this is going to be a great, really great effect. And let's just say there's a whole bunch of people, I don't know, let's just take out this many cards, and they're taken from all over, but let's just assume that many. How many is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. That means hell, people can take as many as 20. There could be 20 people taking cards, individuals, because people can't remember 2 cards. But so how many was this? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Let's just do 10. Okay, just gonna do 10 cards. And I don't expect everyone to remember all these, but I'll hold them like this for the camera, just like I did in the original performance. I'll give you a second to analyze all of them. You can maybe write it down, like do a little write down, or just get general analysis. Each person's holding onto a card, but we're just doing this to make it easier. Okay? Now everyone's thinking of one, and I say okay, and we'll lose it back inside the pack. So you spread off a couple cards, just a couple. You take back the first one, you show it to them. You always show it twice because people may be drunk. Makes it easier, so push it in. And you do the cull. We just do a cull, basic cull. So our card comes over, clips, slides it out, so it's riding along. We spread off like 2 or 3 cards, have the next card shown, put back, and culled. And just do this ad infinitum for base number of cards. You don't want to push off too many cards and there's like 26 cards selected, and you do the math on that. But just the idea is that we just push off a couple cards and then show it, get back inside the pack. Just a lot of spectators having fun with this as we're going along. And so makes it builds it because they're all diversely spread throughout the pack, and they really, really are as we go along with this. Okay, so now we have all the cards riding along right here along the cull. Now as we do this, we want to make sure you up jog a couple cards because this will give shade for the next move. So cards are riding along right here all under the cull. Okay, now as I'm doing this, I use the middle finger right here and the 4 fingers just holding cards out right here. This is the shade. So we're going to use our middle finger to push and flip over the cards. This is my own slide called the culling and reversing technique. I've explained it in other videos down below. So we cull and reverse the cards, and now they're reversed on the bottom of the deck, and you can square everything up so everything's all copacetic. Now if the people are burning your hands, then I could give a couple swing cuts. You're not under too much heat right here. You're just holding a break, separating those cards, and I can maybe give it overhand shuffle. And you don't want, if you're sensing heat, then you can do it. Do that, or you can maybe give half the pack to the spectator and you say shuffle with me, and you just shuffle off whatever. Just be creative so you can lower the heat. Eventually when the opportune moment is right, you feel like there's less heat, you come forward in a gambler's cop position, come forward, and you cop off half the cards, like so, and your hand is positioning for it. So what it looks like from here is this right here, and holding the break, comes forward, and then middle finger and the web of your hand right here, grab the cards, and it comes backwards, so it comes forward, comes backwards with all the selections. Your hand from the front is covering it, from the back it looks bad, but it's very brief. So I timed the moment right, I say, and before I even begin, and I usually mention it casually, and before I even begin, I had a couple cards in my back pocket, and now I do the move. I've stolen off the cards in the cup, and now it's a transfer motion. As long as you don't keep it here, you're fine. Like just have him down at your side like Danny Madison. I mean, he has still personality, so he was able to get away with it and fooled me with it. But if you do the cop in motion, you're much less likely to get caught because the angles are better. And even from the side, if there's less heat, you're fine. So in slow motion, it looks like this. Come down, go to the back. That's what it looks like. Normal action. Okay, I had a couple cards since the beginning. I had my back pocket, and then you're fine. Don't worry about it. You can give these cards to spectator. You don't need them. And then you pull some cards out of your back pocket, and this is all 10 selections. And the move's already done. The performance is already over, but now it's just presentation, selling that trick. So now we've got all 10 selections. Show your hand openly and say, I've got a couple of cards here. And you sometimes hear audience members go, no. And then that just, you won already. Now the presentation. We go, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to name off each card. You don't have to force yourself on it, but I like to do it that way. And say, what I want everyone to do is hold up their hand, like so, if you selected a card. And if I name your card, drop your hand down. Make it clear. If your card selected, you drop your hand down. Okay? So everyone hands up. Okay, let's get ready. You take a deep breath. And then you can show the cards like this: 2 of spades, 3 clubs. So I'll do it out of I'll break the performance piece just to show you I can do it like this. There's a couple ways you can go about it to your personality. I tend to push off with a thumb and then showing the card as I drop it. And I just drop it to the floor because I just don't care. And I want to get through this as fast as possible because I added unnecessary pressure to myself by doing it in one breath. So get ready. 2 of spades, 3 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 7 of clubs, ace of diamonds, queen of hearts, and you see hands dropping, 4 of clubs, king of spades, 7 of spades, and the 8 of diamonds. No? I'm running out of breath here. I really am. Tell me your card. Check it out. Check the spades. Really? I did it. Jack of spades. Lovely. Drop it to the floor and you're a boss for the whole entire evening. And everyone goes crazy. It's like, damn, he really did do that. It's much easier to clean up if you're on the table. A couple other ways you can go about this. You can go like this. You can show it towards the audience. Jack of spades, 7 of spades, king of spades, queen of hearts, ace of diamonds. I think that might be better in a way, some ways. And then just showing that card. You can't make it a mystery of this last card, but there you go. And people are reacting to that. The fact that you not only got 10 cards, they're all in your back pocket. They were predicted, quote unquote. The fact that you went throughout the whole performance, the fact that you named all of it, it all adds up to one explosive conclusion. Yeah, I mean, it's just F it. It's simple, and it's a short little explanation, and I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a great routine that's my closer, my encore closer. If I want to shut down an audience for an extended show, that's how I do it. And one last note on the colon reversing. So again, you have it riding, you have some shade so you can cover the slight a little bit better on angles. Middle finger pushes, your fingers grip it and you turn it over. Now from here you can cop it out, just some notes. You can cop it out and do it. You can actually also leave it, as I did in my FISM act, you can also leave it here after you reverse it and just cut the pack and can reverse and show the cards there. Interesting note, there's a famous magician, or I like to consider famous, named Newell. He used to work at the magic shop in Hollywood, the Hollywood Magic Shop, before he fell ill to something, I'm not sure. He was a very, very, very deep entertainer. And I'd come by occasionally and do different tricks from him. But when I did that new move, the colon and reversing technique, and cut out 4, like he says, name any 4 of kind. I did the 4 of kind, culled out 4 aces, and then just gave it a cut and show him reverse. He says, that's like the greatest thing you've ever shown me. And I bet he was pretty fooled by it because it's a new sleight. It doesn't exist to understand it, which is why we really want to get it out to the community. So that is colon reversing. That is F it, which I named just, you know, what else can you do? Fuck it. So I hope you enjoyed that performance, and look forward to hearing from you guys soon.